Hey, and welcome to part 8 of my Dark Souls Remastered boss weapons only run. I did a tiny bit of grinding and running around Darkroot Garden off camera to get the souls to upgrade the Moonlight Butterfly horn to +1, and I picked up the wolf ring for some free poise. So now we can descend into hell. But before we go to hell, we have to save an angel. So I fed 30 humanity to the spider lady and then got super confused because I could have sworn that the shortcut was an illusory wall right behind her. That's not where the shortcut is, though. It's in a side passage just before the Fire Sage Demon. So there's nothing left to do but make our descent into the pit of excessive bloom lighting. Okay, so Moonlight Butterfly Horn. How's it holding up? Nah, it's not awful. It's functional for sure, but it feels a little bit goofy to go up against massive demons and kill them by stabbing them with a fancy toothpick 20 times. It does deal surprisingly good poise damage. I'm not sure if that's something specific to this weapon or a feature of spears in general, but I was able to consistently stagger enemies, which sped up combat down here by quite a bit. It doesn't feel nearly as cool as killing things with the fiery, flippy, spinny animations of Quelaag's Fury Sword, though. By the time I got to the bonfire guarded by the giant wall centipede, I was already a bit sick of watching my character poke things over and over and over and over again. Definitely will be switching to something with a more interesting moveset for the next episode. From that bonfire, it's a pretty short trek over to the Fire Sage Demon. So after I got ambushed by some statues, I get up to the fog wall and take a sharp right down some tree roots to do the most important part of every single Dark Souls 1 run, saving a Solaire. My first attempt at the Fire Sage went poorly. That one move where he swings his staff and spawns a thermonuclear detonation directly on top of you knocked me on my ass every single time. But it's only got like 4 moves, including that one. So by my third attempt, I had successfully downloaded its moveset and killed the thing. Turns out the way to avoid that one move I was having so much trouble with was just by rolling twice after the staff swing. And my win was only slightly aided by the fact that it backed itself into a corner and the AI didn't quite seem to know how to handle that, and it just kept doing the butt slam over and over. That's the first of 3 bosses down for this area. And I got my first catalyst for the run, which means that if I want to, I can actually cast some spells. I probably won't, because I already have more than enough things to spend souls on, but the option is there. Next up, a Centipede Demon, who lives about 10 feet away from the Demon Fire Sage. These areas definitely weren't rushed during development. I don't know what you're talking about. This is some top quality game design. Speaking of questionable game design choices, good god, this boss arena. Centipede Demon itself isn't that bad. The main issue is that you have to wedge yourself into one of the corners of this damn cave that isn't covered in lava, and fight with the camera that's constantly trying to phase into walls and demon flesh. If you stay under its legs, the fight is incredibly simple. You just poke at it and move away if it tries to stomp or jump on you. Occasionally, the demon will screech before jumping up, and that's the signal that it's gonna spit a fireball at you, and this attack kept pitting me against a wall and absolutely ripping through my health bar. After a few attempts, I decided that it was getting late, and I was probably tired, so I should try again the next day. This turned out to be 100% the right call, because after one attempt where I tried to use a heavier weapon and got my feet roasted by the lava, I was able to beat the Centipede Demon in a single try. After the fight, and with the orange shard ring equipped, I go meet up with the best boy of Dark Souls, emotionally distraught, but alive. I took some time out of my day to show him how stupid it is to try to replace a sun with a stupid glowing hat, then went down to Lost Izalith. And man, I thought the lava bloom effects in the demon ruins were enough, but holy shit, the sound effect while running through lavas makes me want to go dunk my head in candle wax so I don't have to hear it ever again. It's just awful. And keeping in the theme of some awful things in Lost Izalith, there's only one thing left to do down here, and it's undisputedly the worst boss in the franchise, Bed of Chaos. I procrastinated for a bit by running around, grabbing items, and killing things till I got up to 20 intelligence. This means that I only need 11 levels in faith before I can wield the Greatsword of Artorias. And at this point in the run, my stat spread is pretty impressively terrible from trying to meet all these weapon requirements. Bed of Chaos sucks. A piping hot take, I know. To expedite the process, I used the quit out method to reposition myself after skewing each of the side bug things. I still died once while trying to get to the central bug, but between using quit outs and having a vague memory of which part of the floor crumbles away, it didn't take nearly as long as I was expecting it to. It's still a shit boss, but at least I didn't have to waste much time on it. And that's gonna do it for this episode. I want to wait to do the Bone Zone until after I've got Divine Damage with the Greatsword of Artorias, and I want to save the 4 Kings for the last Great Soul, so I've got as much damage as possible for it. So next time I think I'll go to the Painted World DLC. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you dropped a like or comment, and you can subscribe for more videos like this every Sunday. I'll see you next time. Bye.